Maybe you, like Samus, feel like your best years are behind you, leaving nothing behind but empty reminders of the dreams that you used to believe in, a past you once enjoyed, and a present that's full of heartaches and regrets. The path forward may not necessarily mean that it's time to let go of those dreams that the Lord had placed on your heart. It may simply mean that our attempts to fill those jars on our own are finally at an end.
And if we surrender those empty vessels to the Lord and obediently follow Him through the valley of the shadow of death, He can fill them in a way we would have never believed or anticipated. It may not make sense, and it rarely does.
But the same God who paradoxically brought us eternal life through His own Son's death specializes in making miraculous provision in places where the bones are already dry, the grave is already sealed, and what we currently have is not near enough to supply the need.
Now, dust off those dreams you gave up on. If the Lord placed them in your heart, He can still fulfill them, even if this empty and broken place you find yourself in right now. Take it from Samus. Sometimes the way forward isn't to simply move on from the pain and emptiness of the past, but to embrace those old dreams and let them come to life again in this new and unfamiliar place.
So stop being ashamed of where you came from. That is merely your prologue. And don't allow the pain of the past to obscure the reality that your current state of emptiness, when obediently yielded to the Lord, can still be multiplied into a future full of hope and joy. That old jar of oil that represents the promises that He gave you when the times were still good, it still has more than enough left in it, as long as we're willing to bring every empty part of ourselves back to Him to fill them up.